Hi everyone, welcome to this podcast. Dan Ashendorf here from Watford, UK. We're going to have an absolute scorcher today. There is talk of anything between 36 to 38 degrees, which is really rare, and it's going to go on for the entire weekend. So looking forward to it. Got barbecue today. It's all good. Friends and family coming over, socially distant of course. Few beers. Super. Guys, today I wanted to tell you about something really interesting. I wanted to borrow from the world of skateboarding. It's to do with going past the point of no return. If you've ever done skateboarding, you'd be familiar with this phrase. It's called drop-in. So imagine that you're standing in one of those skateboarding parks and you got one of those ramps just underneath you and you're thinking about whether to take the plunge. This is a deep, steep ramp and you're thinking about, am I going to go, am I not going to go? And then you decide that you are going to do it, and then you dive in, and at some stage you've gone past the point of no return. Now the last thing you want to be doing at this stage is trying to turn, because if you do, you are going to fall, you're going to really hurt yourself. So at some stage you've gone past the point of no return, and then it's all down to your skill. You feel the air rushing past your face and you are committed. You are 100% committed. That is a drop-in. And oftentimes we have the same in business, and I think this is why people fail, is because they never commit fully to anything. They dabble, they try this, that or the other. They just don't take the plunge. And I think this is really important when you're starting a business, any endeavor, possibly not just a business. I mean, even in personal life, when you get married, for example, you need to take the plunge. You need to be committed, because you see all these situations where, I'm not going to get into this, by the way, I don't want to be too controversial, but you see people who haven't committed to each other, they marry, they have prenups, etc., and then a year later they divorce. So either you're in or you're out. And it's very similar with skating, drop-ins, the world of sports. I'm sure I can come up with other analogies, and the world of business. So, 3 things I think we need to do in order to be 100% committed. And they are as follows, and I'm sure there's others, but these are the 3 things I want you to do if you are serious about your business. First one is to tell people about it. So that is a commitment. So once you tell friends and family, it's going to be a heck of a lot harder to go back on yourself. So once you tell the world, post it on Facebook or whatever it is. Now, I believe also that sometimes you see a whole bunch of people, they post things and then, it's all kind of bravado. And I'm thinking, hey, isn't it better just to get stuff done than talk about it? However, when we weigh the pros and the cons, if you come out in public and you talk about it, the chances of you going back are going to be a lot less. So that's a good thing to do. So that's number 1. Number 2 is to invest. And that's what I did myself. So can't remember if I told anyone about this or not, but I did invest. When I started, I did some coaching. I coughed up the money, and then I thought, I'm in this, I'm going to make this work. It was a lot of money, it was my savings, and I'm going to make this work come what may. So investing, that's another way to commit unconditionally. And then the third thing is to have goals, written down goals that we fall in love with. We're emotionally attached to them. That's really important, and that brings it to life. And we can tell people about the goals as well if we're brave and we do all these sort of 3 things. And that means that we take that drop in, and the chances of us succeeding are going to be higher, because if you think about it, things often get difficult, long hours, challenges, tech issues, etc., but you need to have the stuff to carry you through. 4th one, and this is something I'm just thinking about as I speak, remember my Grit series. If you haven't read it, go back and have a look at the podcast episode for the Grit. There's a couple of things that make people stick, and there's 4 things. Remember, interest, passion, number 1, and that's gonna keep you there when the going gets tough. Number 2 is practice, and number 3 is, and it will come to me, yes, got it, higher purpose. So something, a reason why you're doing it, change people's lives, change your family's life. And number 4 is hope. So growth mindset, the willingness to stand up when you fall, and so on. So these 4 things, they're a bonus. They're the cream on the top. But remember this, boys and girls, you need to be committed in order to make things happen. Hopefully you've enjoyed this podcast. As always, do subscribe to me. If you can, leave comments wherever you're listening to this. If you're listening to it in Spotify, I believe you can subscribe. If you're listening to it somewhere else, then do share, comment, like. We'd love to hear from you. All the best, boys and girls. Take care. Have a lovely day. Dan Ashendorf here, signing out. Bye-bye.